What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's weekly rotation time, and pretty much fresh stuff once again. We've got some newer stuff to the collection. We've got a couple new releases. We've got some stuff I've reached back for, some real serious channel favorites that I haven't worn in a long time that are in this rotation as well. Just great stuff across the board. Of course, summer weather friendly. We did have some rainy weather. We had some sunny, high heat weather. Had a little bit of everything that you could expect in the South in the summertime, that's for sure. So it's week number 295 in the weekly rotation. Let's talk about it, shall we? Stay tuned. Starting with a fragrance that at one time on Sunday I could say was my favorite fragrance. I've been through a bottle in the past. This was my second bottle, and eventually I got its Aqua Flanker from 2018, and that became my favorite. Come on, don't start shining in my face right as I start the damn video. Here we go. The damn mini blinds. Let me try to find a sweet spot. We're just going to be fighting that the whole time. Sweet Bubblegum Aquatic, mimicked heavily by many fragrances. Paco Rabanne Invictus. Had somebody ask me the other day, how come my bottle has these sharp edges in it? That's the new style bottle. This is a very old bottle. Monster Performer, still great. I don't care what anybody thinks. Played out, teenager fragrance, fuckboy fragrance, whatever y'all want to say. I don't give a shit. I love it. The wife loves it. The wife loves the sweet designers. I told her the other day, because every time I wear something like this, Sauvage, any of the things, Paco Rabanne, really, 1 million flankers, I told her, I said, you just like what people call the fuckboy fragrances. That's what you like. That's just what it is. He's just a sucker for this kind of stuff. I knew when I sprayed it on, I said, she's going to love this shit. Sure enough, when I went in the front after spraying it, goo goo for gaga, goo goo for Cocoa Puffs over the damn scent. So, get you a woman that likes the sweet fragrances if you like sweet fragrances. I don't know what to tell you, man. Lucky. Because, yeah, where'd we go that day? Because Sunday's one of those days. Today's Sunday. We're out and about. We got a lot of shit to do today. Bright and sunny, as you can see, because we got stretches of 3, 4, 5 days in a row of rain. Then we'll get a sunny day or two, and we go handle the business that we need to handle. And this is good for that. Monster Performer, high compliment factor. Don't let the internet sway you away from things. If you like something, wear the damn thing. And it goes for the Sauvages of the world, the Invictuses of the world, the Eros flankers, the 1 million flankers, and so on and so forth. The Jean-Paul Gaultiers, all the different Lamals, Ultra Male, and so on. You like the sweet designers? You enjoy them damn sweet designers. I'll tell you what, in this household, I enjoy them thoroughly. I'm a fan. It's just a magnificent, gigantic bonus that it happens to be like my wife's favorite stuff for me to wear. So during the day, at one time, my favorite fragrance, one of the more complimented fragrances in the history of my life, Paco Rabanne's Invictus. The OG. Now I got the shower. This is strong. This is simple. It's citrus and woods. It's quality stuff. This is Moncler La Cordee. This is a decant that I have. And it's simple and it's effective. Sometimes a simple profile is all you really need. Simple can be done really freaking well. This is simple and it's done really freaking well. I don't need a bottle anytime. I mean, I wear it. You can see that dent. It was a full decant. I wear it from time to time. I always keep it handy here on the desk. It's a damn good decant, right? God, this smells so good. Citrusy, juicy citrus, soft woods, a little bit of musk, touch of floral, but very simple, fresh, woody fragrance, basically, with a hint, nice, juicy citrus up top. It's linear. It stays pretty much that way for most of the life of the fragrance. It's got really good performance. The sillage on it is actually like stout. Yeah, you got to be, this one's one, if you heavy spray this one could choke you out early on. That first hour is like crazy strong. Even into the second and third hour. Stuff's like really strong. So, yeah, definitely some good stuff. Out the shower, a couple of sprays of Moncler La Cordee. Moving into Monday, my favorite affordable release / favorite clone release of the year. Again, it could be topped. We still got, it's August. We still got 5 months to end this year. Less than 5 months, but August to December, there's still stuff that's going to come out. Something may knock it off its pedestal, but I don't know. Rare Reef seems to be that boy. This that guy. This is him. This is Timothy McVeigh. This is Hemi Butler right here. when it comes to, you know, $40 or less, new release. I love it. I love it. It's great in performance. It's super rich. It's a rich smelling extrait. Citrus, fruity, tropical, watery, aquatic, green, a little bit of zestiness to it, woodsy, musky, all the elements of Pacific Chill for the most part are here. It's not like super close to Pacific Chill. You can tell they were going for Pacific Chill. It's definitely inspired by it. I would call it inspired by or twist more so than clone of. But I mean, it's technically a clone. I mean, it's like when you first spray it, if you're familiar with Pacific Chill, I don't know how you could not go, ooh, Pacific Chill. You know, it's got the apricot, the citron, all the elements are there. The opening is Pacific Chill. It dries a little differently, but God, so rich, so beautiful. Signature scent worthy stuff if you like the fruity tropical fragrances. It's strong enough to where I'm sure it'll cut through the cold. I haven't had it into winter yet, but I mean, it does its thing in the summertime. Those of you that I constantly see, not constantly, but you know, here and there, I see comments of it's weak. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I can't smell it after an hour. Boy, I get tired of being a broken motherfucking record with nose fatigue. Have y'all never heard of it? Any first-time viewers, have you never heard of the term nose fatigue, olfactive fatigue, anosmia, any of these terms or words or phrases? It means your nose loses its sensitivity to the smell and you can't smell it. This is not a weak fragrance. It's not a weak fragrance. Most fragrances aren't as weak as you think they are because this is deciding what you can and cannot smell and for how long. And everybody's got different levels of sensitivity. I'm a broken record with this. And a bunch of you that are regulars are like, God, I know, we know. Because y'all watch on a regular basis, you're familiar with it, you know you experience it. I'm talking about new viewers. New viewers, because not everybody talks about it. And typically when you watch, like if you watch my channel, you probably watch at least 5 to 10 other content creators, if not way more. Way more. Sometimes when I click a profile and look, and they have public subscriptions turned on, and it's like, it'll go across like 20 icons for channels, and like 18 of them will be fragrance channels. And it's like, damn, they one-dimensional. They only watch fragrance channels. So, shout outs to y'all. There's other content on YouTube. Just saying. I appreciate you watching here. But understand that if majority of people are talking about how strong it is and you don't find it to be, it's you. And it's unfortunate. I'm not like, you know, belittling you for it or anything like that. It's like, just come to the realization that it's a nose fatigue thing. And it's not something you can just fix. It's just the way your receptors in your nose are. It's your particular sense of smell. And it's unfortunate. But I experience it at different levels with pretty much every fragrance. I don't get it as severe with this one, but I do get a certain level of it where it'll fade for a little while and it come back stronger later on. Once the fragrance weakens a bit, my nose will come back to life. My personal recommendation, pro tip, stop spraying all up here. Stop it. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. If you are the type that has all of these nose fatigue issues or all of these fragrances are weak that people are say are beast mode, leave this area alone. Stop doing it. Well, how am I going to smell it? Well, I'm telling you it's a strong fragrance. So if you spray in back here, it's going to get you. You're going to smell it, and you're going to smell it longer because you're not going to wear your nose out as quick. You still might. I still do because I don't spray up here. Once in a blue moon, I'll hit the collarbones. But normally if I want something in front of me to where I can go to it readily because I'm like testing something or I want to keep smelling it, I go up here. I don't do the pulse points and stuff like that because, I mean, I wear stuff on my wrist. I ain't spraying my inner wrist. I wear things on my wrist. I might have stuff on top of my hand, but usually top of the forearms, not really in the elbows where the pressure, the pulse point is, where the heat. I just kind of let it chill. You'll get wafts of it from that. Seriously, don't spray your chest. Don't spray your collarbone. Don't spray under your chin in the front of your neck. You just letting it stay in your face the whole time, and you're going to wear your nose out that much faster. Trying to help. Trying to help. Pro tip. Stop spraying up here if you find fragrances to be weak that everybody else says are strong. So there's our little rant for the weekly rotation. We always get one, at least one. And that is your one. We're talking nose fatigue. Happens a lot. So, because I mean, I go based off the feedback that I get from you guys in the comment section. So I feel it needs to be addressed. And this week, this has been the one. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite releases of the year. For sub $40, it is my favorite. During the day, Afnan Reef. I think it's their best release so far this year. What I got at the shower This was one of the free gifts from one of Fragrance Buy's sales. I think it was the Canada. It might have been their anniversary, or it was the Canada Day Frag Buy sale. It was one of the two where they give the free gifts. We got Xerjoff Renaissance deodorant spray. More than enough. You can get 2 hours or so out of this. Perfect out the shower. Sprays just like every other fragrance would. It does not like continuous aerosol can stuff. And it's minty green, citrus, watery, fresh, clean musk. It's Renaissance, and it smells incredible. I was keeping this in my my backpack just in case I wanted to refresh it after the gym, but I always find myself coming home to wear a regular fragrance, so I pulled it out and I was like, I saw it sitting on the desk and I was like, what the hell? I'm gonna wear it out the shower. Yeah, it's amazing. And it's perfect. It's perfect for the situation. If you're the type that, unless you're just like extremely sweaty and need a shower, I don't really shower during the day. I shower in the evenings. So I don't have a lot of time after I shower till I'm going to bed, because I go to bed at a decent time, because I wake up extremely early in the mornings to do cardio, way before the ass crack of dawn. So stuff like this is perfect out the shower, and I'll probably use it at least once a week here moving forward till I run this damn can out. So yeah, out the shower, Xerjoff Renaissance deodorant spray. And moving into Tuesday, that would be, I had somebody the other day said, let's omit Coconut Lagoon from automatically being best smelling day of the week. Let's give something else a chance. And you know what? That's fair, because it's automatically wherever that lands ends up being. So it's actually, this is the best smelling day of the week, because you know what? This deserves it. This absolutely deserves it. So I recently unboxed a new line from Gravel, and this was hands down my favorite. This is Eau D'Aspiration. D'Aspiration, I would assume, is the correct way to pronounce it. This is fruity, floral, powdery, sweet. There's a little bit of earthiness because they have a leather accord and a tobacco accord that don't really overtake it. It doesn't smell like a tobacco fragrance. It doesn't smell all that much like a leather fragrance, but they're supportive, and there's enough edge from these notes to kind of reel it back from being too feminine of a fragrance. I think it's perfectly down the line of unisex. Again, it's fruity, it's ripe, it's loganberry and cranberry. Weird combo, but so good. God, that is so good. It's so fruity, juicy, sweet, fresh. Again, powdery, and just a touch earthy, a little bit of smoke and woods, a little hint of smoke that I think comes from that leather accord. There's probably some incense or resins in there making that. Just a little quick puff of it later as it starts to settle into the heart. This is some good stuff. This was hands down my favorite of the four. This is the one I recommend getting your nose on, giving this one a try. Definitely get a sample. This one is beautiful. It doesn't smell like any other fruity fragrances that I have. It's a very unique blend. Like, for example, top notes: tobacco, bergamot, Davana, cranberry. Heart notes are loganberry, osmanthus, toasted tonka bean, dry sand accord, leather, and ginger root. Base is musk, tolu balsam, moss, and ambergris. Isn't that an interesting note breakdown? You don't necessarily get all of the notes, but you can tell they play a role to keep this from being a very feminine fragrance or a very masculine fragrance. It's perfectly unisex, and I think a lot of people would enjoy the hell out of this. This is a banger. Absolute banger. Love this stuff, and this is one of the main reasons this is the best smelling day of the week. So during the day, new from Gravel, we've got Eau D'Aspiration. The other thing that makes it the best smelling day of the week, I've been trying to switch it up and not use Coconut Lagoon every time I shave, and we went with Zaharoff Signature Tabac. Of course, I have the shave soap as well. We used the aftershave splash, and of course we gave some sprays of the fragrance. Still one of the best, most well-rounded tobacco fragrances I've ever smelled. It's not bias. It's my strong standing on business opinion of the fragrance. Because you get sweetness, you get booze, you get woods, you get smoke, you get aromatics. It's leafy. It's not too earthy. It's just very well balanced. Claude Deer worked magic with this. It's so well balanced. It's got all of the things for, name that type of tobacco fragrance: woody tobacco, boozy tobacco, aromatic tobacco, leafy tobacco, smoky tobacco, sweet tobacco. All those things in one fragrance profile, balanced kind of to perfection. I think you can pull this one off in the summer, light on the sprays, and of course the rest of the year it works. Dressed up, dressed down, go perfect with what I'm wearing right now. Got some chinos on with the polo shirt, absolutely perfect for this attire. And up. Dress up, dress down, doesn't matter. Stunning fragrance. So, out the shower, Zaharoff Signature Tabac, the fragrance in the shave set, and with this during the day, it was kind of easy to pick a new best smelling day of the week. Moving into Wednesday, this was a fun day. We got a brand new release from Dumont. Dumont's been dropping them lately. We had Nitro Red Intensely. We've had Soprano Ice. Now we've got Nitro Elixir, Nitro Pour Homme Elixir. So very much an orange blossom dominant fragrance. Very spicy though, spicy and woodsy. It's beautiful as it dries. A little sweet and powdery. Definitely get a nice hit of tonka bean sweet powdery as it dries. This is like really good. It gets better as it dries for sure. Like if you saw my initial impression, my unboxing video, it was like, okay, it's pretty good. It was like 8 out of 10 range. Great fragrance. But I don't think it was, better than Soprano Ice or Nitro Red Intensely. Definitely not better than Nitro Red Intensely for me personally. But I think it kind of surpasses Soprano Ice now that I went through a full wearing of it. Stuff gets really good. As time goes on, it just keeps getting better and better, which you always want from a fragrance. The longer you're wearing it, the better it gets. Hell yeah, put that in the win column. Great performance, not overwhelming performance, but I would say it's bordering beast mode territory, not quite a beast. The longevity's definitely there. It's just not overwhelmingly strong. Could be a little nose fatigue like we were talking about as well. But this is good stuff. Supposed to be Why Sell Myself L'Absolu. I have a PR package coming at some point. I never get tracking or know when that shit's coming from these designer brand PR companies. So I don't know. At some point that'll come in. Sooner than later, I would assume. And I'm eager to compare it. I want to compare it to this and see, is this the value buy? Are they really close to one another? Is this better? Is this a little twist? It's good. It's really good, but I kind of prefer the original. I don't know. I'm hoping to find out rather soon. But for now, I can tell you, Dumont continues to put out really good fragrances. Their track record, I think, is better than most. Like their level of putting out a really good fragrance is like top tier when it comes to these brands, these Middle Eastern fragrances. Look, I know it's called Dumont Paris. Armaf fills certain batches of certain Club de Nuit Intense Man flankers in France. It ain't a French brand. See what I'm saying? They're all this Middle Eastern category, right? This is up there with brands like Afnan for me. Afnan puts out really good quality, really good fragrances. I mean, hell, we were talking about Rare Reef a minute ago. Great release. This really is totally worth trying. If you like Orange Blossom, you like the Myself line, you'll probably like this. It's Nitro Elixir from Dumont. When we got out the shower, I believe it's 2020. I don't remember. I think this is 2020. CK1 2020. CK1 Summer 2020. I believe this was 2020. A little ambery, citrusy, fresh. I believe this was 2020. I don't remember. I have so many of them. I got 2014, 2018, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4. All the recent ones in the last 6 or 7 years. And I got 2014, which kind of smells like St. Bart's. It's kind of like the Grail one. It's like a little bit boozier, more of a mojito kind of thing of St. Bart's. Actually, I think it's better than Tommy Bahama St. Bart's. That was like the Grail one. If you can find CK1 Summer 2014 on eBay for a decent price like I did a few years ago, that's the one. But love the scheme. Again, a little ambery. It's a little warm, but still bright, fresh, citrusy. All the things you would want from a CK1 Summer fragrance. These are so good for out the shower. These are phenomenal gym fragrances because if you know my taste for the gym, when I do occasionally wear something, I like it weak. I like it fresh. I don't want it in your face. I'm not there to give a shit for anybody to tell me I smell good. I'm not worried about that kind of stuff. I just, for my own psychological benefit, just want to have something on to be clean and fresh. And even now, I really don't do that unless I'm testing something, actively testing it. And I know several hours of my day is going to be spent at the gym, mingling, training, doing all the things that I do during the day, 5 days a week. So stuff like this is really perfect for it because they're not strong performers. 2-3 hour fragrance. You refresh, you relive it, you keep it moving. How you doing? Keep it moving. This is one of those fragrances. Damn good. I'll continue to buy them every year. I like them. They smell great. They have a function in my wardrobe. Out the shower, CK1 Summer, I believe, 2020. Moving into Thursday. You know, it's really good, but it's not as good as I thought it would be. Like, I wouldn't put this above God of Fire. I don't put it above Kajal Icon, which I think it's this most similar to, but I like the theme. I like the trees. I like the presentation. It smells really good. It's very fruity. It is Bisous Passion Island. You know, came out in around December of 2024. So a rather recent release. I mean, we're like 8 months past when this came out. 8-9 months. It's August. It is really good. I don't think it's better than Lamari Porthole. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't crack the top tier of this profile's style, but it's still really good. You know, I think it's a really good fragrance. I'm glad to have it. I'm glad to finally have it. But when I really start like going down the olfactive profiles of the stuff it's most similar to, it's like, it's not better than that. It's not better than that. Okay, it might be a little better than that. Like, you see, that's the game I've been playing. It's good stuff, though. Very ripe, juicy, fresh, mouth-watering. It is really good stuff. Just know that if you have fragrances like, let's say a vibrato. Let's start there. Not exactly this, more Tigar, but it is more fruity, more tropical. Pacific Chill and fragrances like that. Again, God of Fire, Kajal Icon. What else? There's so many. There's so many tropical fruity fragrances out there these days. Summer Hammer. You know, they're like, I would take all of those over this one. But it is, again, it's still, that doesn't mean it's not good. It's just not as good as those, I think. Point being, if you have all those, I don't think you really need this one. Unless you just love the style, which I do, which is why I wanted to have it in the first place. Then yeah, if you like this style fragrance, you're going to want to add this one. You will. But if you have any of those, or one or two or three of those already, you don't need it. It's going to be too redundant at that point. But it looks cool. Looks cool. You know, I like palm trees and all that stuff. I got a tropical sunset on my arm, you know. Not the same style, not the same design, but it's still tropical with palm trees. Good stuff. Great stuff. Not outstanding and phenomenal stuff. During the day, maybe Bisous, Passion Island. And then when I got out the shower, hands down, the greatest fresh and versatile iris fragrance ever created. I mean, the perfumer here, the mind behind the story and the profile, the perfumer, the house that created the packaging, the brilliant owner of the house. The trio that worked on this fragrance might be the three greatest minds in perfume. Zaharoff and TLTG Reviews, Business Over Pleasure, perfumed by Claudie. I mean, there's two of those greatest minds right here on this card. See George at the top. See me right there. Yeah. Three of the greatest minds in the history of the perfume world. It's a fact. It's not an opinion. Factual statement. You know, there's forums that'll tell you how great I am. They might not say the words how great I am, but that's what they mean. That's why they love me so much, because I'm so great, right? But anyways, enough of that. That was fun. Hope some of you got a laugh out of that. Of course, I'm joking. But fresh iris, a little hit of coriander and bergamot. You get a little quick zestiness. You get a fleeting spice of Sichuan pepper. It's got a nice smoky, incensey feel from the Gaiac wood. It gives a little smoky, woody element. It's ambery and musky, but it's a beautiful, powdery Florentine iris is the main thing here. Super versatile. Think fragrances like Dior Homme Eau, Prada L'Homme L'Eau, of that vein, that more daily wear, business professional, hence business over pleasure. Suit and tie goes with this attire perfectly. It can go casually. I was just in the mood for it, basically, is what it comes down to. So I decided to wear it out the shower. And for those of you newer to the channel, know you cannot get this without paying an unnecessary amount of money from eBay and places like that. Once in a while you might see it pop up in a Facebook group, but most people are holding on to it these days, or have been through their bottle, or are very low on their bottle. This was discontinued many years ago. When we do these Z Creator runs, this was the very first. It's one batch and that's it. So it's been sold out for years. I have several bottles. No, you can't have one. These are to last me a lifetime. I've given away the few that I could spare to friends, but I'm at the point where I have my little collection that's going to, make it the rest of my life with me. And, yeah, if you ever get an opportunity to try it, you'll love it. Those that are a fan of this one, I'm sure, will sound off in the comments, and you can hear some opinions on it. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. It's a great, well-rounded, everyday, professional meets casual iris fragrance. It's awesome. And I don't have the box near me to show you the playing card design. I mean, you get a little bit of it etched on the back of the glass here, but it was a whole Casino Royale type of theme. But yeah. Out the shower, TLTG Reviews and Zaharoff. Business over pleasure. Moving into Friday, I've been wanting to wear this one for quite some time. A little candied on the lemon, but more fresh cut, like sharp, juicy lemons. We got Mancera Lemon Line. Beautiful fragrance. A little hint of floral, but I get more of the woods than anything else. Sharp lemon, a little sweetness, a touch of fresh floral, like fresh white floral. I don't even remember the notes, and some woods. I don't even remember what woody note it is, but I get a nice woody presence to this one. I always have, and a little bit of musk and stuff like that. Like it's one of those Manceras that if you want something fresh from Pierre Montal and the Mancera line that doesn't have rose, it's not like full of rose or full of oud or any of these, because a lot of his stuff, like a lot of his fresh stuff that I do enjoy, your Midnight Golds and your So Blues and stuff like that, they're full of rose, you know. French Riviera is full of white floral, tiare, white, big floppy white flower. Like a lot of floral dominance in some of his fresh fragrances. This one, not so much. There's a little touch of it there, but it's more about the lemons and the woods. And it's so freaking good. Great performer, as are pretty much all of his fragrances. Love the bottle design. It's like it sounds. It's a lemon-dominant fragrance. So you folks that love the lemon-heavy fragrances, this is one I think you should look into. You can get it around $80 from discounters, 4-ounce bottle. Value buy from Mancera, as most are. You know, entry-level niche kind of stuff with variety. There's so much to get from this house. I've got 50 bottles from Mancera myself, not counting the decants I've had over the years and different ones I've tried. I'm probably in the realm, if you count decants and things I've just sniffed even once, I'm in the realm of like 70 to 80 from Mancera. You know, I love Pierre Montal's work. What can I say? And this is some good stuff. Very, very, very underrated also. Nothing out the shower, but during the day, Mancera Lemon Line. Finally, on Saturday, we shaved again. This is the Coconut Lagoon day. But during the day, I did not know the wife was going to love it this much. She continuously commented over and over and over throughout the day on Saturday about Desert Rain from Day 3 Fragrances, the collaboration with Colton Dixon. So I think, as somebody mentioned it in the comments, this could be their signature scent. I agree. This is the most well-rounded, easy-to-wear fragrance from Day 3 Fragrances. It's got this Desert Rain accord that helps with the freshness with the citrus, but it's got this dry woodiness. I believe it's a hefty dose of cedar, like they list dry woods in the base, and I think it's a hefty dose of something like a Virginia cedar or something like that, maybe even Atlas cedar, a Texas cedar, something, a premium cedar oil that dries it up a little bit. It's very aromatic. I believe it's juniper bergamot, something like that, like very bright citrus but dry at the same time. Airy, citrusy, dry woods. Really, really well balanced. Great sillage. It's not overwhelmingly strong, but the sillage radiates. I saw somebody say they were disappointed they only got an hour. Sir, I would like to refer you back to the beginning of the video on nose fatigue, because you're out your damn mind. This was like 5 hours in. My wife couldn't stop raving about this, so it's you. I hope you see this, sir. It is you. No, man, and people get so mad when I say that. They want to blame the fragrance. They are determined to blame fragrances when it's us. We're the big outlying factor. We're the variable. It's us. People get so mad at me for that sometimes. Yeah, fuck you if you don't like it. But anyways, the fragrance itself, totally sample worthy. Again, it doesn't have that wow factor appeal of an Allen, their Vanilla Oud recent release of the last year or so. It doesn't have the wow factor appeal of my favorite niche release this year, Tres Oros. The 3 Goldens, the pineapple, the honey, and the plantains with that big spoonful of cinnamon. It's amazing. Mwah, magnificent. And then Bani, the mango papaya fragrance, is always going to be my favorite. I live at the beach. Again, I got the tropical tattoo and everything. Like, I'm all for the tropical stuff. And it's just magnificent. But this is definitely top 5 from them. They've got a lot of storytelling fragrances, well-composed stuff. Michael Paul is a brilliant storyteller through olfactive profiles. And here they told that Desert Rain story. The photo shoot that they did for it, the accords used here, it's got that dryness in the profile. I think they nailed it. I think it's a fantastic, great everyday scent. It just doesn't blow me away with that holy shit when you smell it. This is something you can go through every day. I can tell you firsthand, the wife loves it. I haven't gotten any, this is just the one wearing. I haven't gotten good compliments from others yet. But I'm confident it's a matter of if, not, it's a matter of when, not if I get a compliment from someone outside of this home. Just depends on how often I wear it, where I'm wearing it, who I'm around, and so on, because you never know. But this profile, I think, is apt to get a compliment or two from time to time. It's just really well-rounded. Highly versatile stuff. During the day, day 3 fragrances in Colton Dixon, Desert Rain. And we got out the shower. Again, like I mentioned, this was the Coconut Lagoon day. Sphinx Beard, Caribbean Island, the Virgin Island Water Clone Shave Set. This is just the splash. And then Coconut Lagoon, smelling like a pina colada and some Skittles. Sugary, coconut and citruses, caramel, vanilla, all the things. Love it. This was last night. I shaved. I wore it last night. It was amazing. So good. So good. I was about to try to switch it up, and I was like, I wore Tabac earlier this week. I'm wearing this now, so I just can't get away from it. Pretty much every week, you see it. Out the shower, Sphinx Beard, Caribbean Island, and Paris Corner, Coconut Lagoon. Well, that was this week's rotation. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure enjoyed it. I always do anyways. I enjoyed wearing them. I enjoyed talking about them. We'll try to have everything linked down below best I can. If you want to do a little bit of shopping, of course, you don't have to buy shit to watch my videos. I just appreciate you spending some time with me. Seriously. Happy Sunday for those of you watching it the day that this video comes out. I typically do these on Sundays. We're almost at week number 300 straight. This December will make 6 years strong of not missing a week of this weekly rotation. So it's around the corner. We're a few months away from 6 years straight of the weekly rotation. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I didn't create the format, but I sure own this bitch. I made it mine. Nobody's got more of them than me. Nobody's been more consistent with it than me. It's my favorite format. That's why I've never gotten away from it. I love talk. Here's what I wore. Let's talk about it, you know? And you get a little rant in the process. Those of you that like, some of my viewers really love the rants. So, yep. So there's that. Enjoy your Sunday. I'm going to go enjoy mine. Make sure to like and subscribe if you leave. We'll see you on the next one.